Welcome to GoodChristadelphianTalks. I'm Levi.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Brian. Thank you for joining us this week.
On this podcast, we select one talk a week to help us get the Bible in our daily newsfeed.
We post a new episode at the start of each week with a short intro beforehand to kind of set the stage for the talk you're about to listen to.
And now, let's talk more about this week's talk.
This week we're listening to an exhortation that was given a few weeks ago at Verdugo by Brother Nassib Shankour. This is Brother Nassib's first exhortation that he has ever given, and it was suggested to me by another member of Verdugo. I wasn't there the week that Brother Nassib gave this exhortation, but I was able to listen to the recording of it. It is a great example of personal testimony. Brother Nassib talks about his life's journey and how he came to discover the truth in his life and his family, and just the impact that even a single word we say or we comment when we're telling somebody else about the faith and the hope that we share, the impact that can have on somebody else and their journey. So I found this to be a really good reminder of how important it is to even just do the daily testimonials that we do with sharing the hope that we have with the people that we interact with, not hiding that and putting our light under a bushel. You can just hear the passion that Brother Nassib has in the words that he speaks and the impact that the truth has had in his life. As I mentioned before, this was a recommendation that was sent in. So anytime you have a class or an exhortation or something you hear that you think is really excellent, please be sure to send it through. Even if you think it's something that is special for the context by which the class is given, please share it. We love being able to share those special moments with people. It makes the power of the words even more amazing when you get to listen to them. And with that, I will turn it over to Brother Nassib for his exhortation on a few little words.
Good morning, brother, sister, and friend.
Good morning.
I'm so happy to be here today. Today is my first exhortation, and I will talk about Acts chapter 9. Most of you know me. I was born in Damascus, the same city that Saul became a Christian. So today, Bible reading is very special for me. Remind me my country. So I was born next street where Saul was baptized. I walking where board he walking. I remember everything where he's down in basket, everywhere. I stay remember a lot. It changed a little bit, but I remember. I'm so happy today. My exhortation talking about Paul was his soul. So when we read book Act, first 6 chapter, mention about soul. And first time when he mentioned about soul is Act chapter 7 and the end, verse 58. Go with me, brother, sister, and to Act chapter 7, verse 58. He said here in the end, and the witness let down their clothing at the feet of a young man named Saul. He's young man, and this first time he mentioned about Saul. And second time we mentioned about Saul, is chapter 8, verse 3. He said here, but Saul was revenging the church, and Saul persecute church, and he's very, very powerful guy. So now, brother, sister, we go to chapter 9. It's so interesting. And today we are going to divide it in section. So, verse 1 to 2, he talking about Saul persecute church, and he want to high priest ask him for letter to go to Damascus to bring all men, women believe Jesus is the Messiah, to bring it to Jerusalem to leave him at the jail. So, verse 3 to 9, here Jesus, he calls Saul. He tell him, Saul, Saul, why you persecute me? And Saul, he asked, who are you, Lord? This important. Well, Saul, he say, who are you, Lord? This you mean, and Saul, he no met Jesus since 3 years and 6 months was Jesus, he teach people at Jerusalem. And can imagine, brother, sister, he no met him. And this is why we have to think in, maybe he hear about him, but he no met him face to face. So, and Saul, he asked Jesus, what do you want me to do with, Lord? He said, get up, enter to Damascus, and he tell you what you do. So, verse 10 to 14, Jesus, he called Ananias, the one and disciple. He tell him, go to street, his name Straight, and house is Judah, and tell, you see over there one man, his name Saul, he praying, and let down your hand on him, and he heal him. And right away, what Ananias, he tells Jesus, Lord, I hear about this. He hear him, meet him too. He hear about Saul, what he do it at Jerusalem. And Jesus, he said, okay. And verse 15 to 16, Jesus, he tell Ananias, Saul has been chosen to preach to the Gentile, to all Jerusalem. Jesus, he chose him to preach everywhere. And he tell him, verse 16, for I will show him he must suffer from my name. And verse 17 to 19, Ananias, he went to Judah house, and he tell Saul, brother Saul, the Lord, he met you at the road before to enter to Damascus. He sent me to you to heal you. And right away, he see, because his Act chapter 9, verse 9, he say, Saul, just praying, 3 days, he no eat, he no drink, nothing. So, verse 20 to 22, Saul studied with a disciple in Damascus, and he start preach and Damascus Jew. According to Act 22, verse 3, go with me, brother, sister, to Act 22, verse 3. And Saul, he said, I am a Jew born in Tarsus in Cilicia, but I broke up this city, study with Gamaliel. Saul was very smart Bible student, loving God, but even his knowing his Bible, Saul was wrong about Jesus. He know Bible, Old Testament, but he's wrong about Jesus. So he teaches people at Damascus. He said that Jesus is the Son of God. And verse 23 to 24, now the Jew from Damascus, he want to kill Saul because he's preached about Jesus, the Son of God. Follow me, brother, sister, to Matthew 26, verse 63 to 66. He say here, high priest, he asked him, tell us if you are the Christ, the Son of God. And Jesus, his answer, you have said so. And high priest, he brought in close, and he said, he has blasphemy. And he turned around to people with him, all Jews, all these priests, he tell him, what is your judgment? They answer, he deserved death. Same where Saul, he talking about Jesus is Messiah. Damascus Jew, he want to kill him. Same reason. Because he said, Jesus is Messiah. And brother, sister, in verse 25 to 27, he talking about Damascus Jew, he watched 24-hour door, Damascus door. I tell you, Damascus, he have a 7-door around Damascus. Outside, it's big, and he watched it 24-hour. And I know, as my daddy tell me, before what we have as his door, I live next street to first door. He named Bab Sharqi. And 6 o'clock he open, and 6 a.m. open, 6 p.m. close, and 24-hour he watch. Escape. So Saul, he know, and disciple, he sent it away. Saul escaped from Damascus to Jerusalem, and this time he want contact with Jerusalem Jew, but nobody trust him. Nobody believe him. He's coming Christian. Enter one of the disciple, his name Barnabas. Declare how Saul, he coming Christian. Or what he do it at Damascus, and where he sees Jesus in the road. And now the disciple at Jerusalem, he believe him. And again, he start to teach. And that Jesus is the Son of God. And here a lot of people, Jerusalem, we have a different Jew from anywhere. Which is a capital for Israel, for Jew. Then the disciples from Greek are trying to kill Saul too. So verse 28 to 30, Saul went to Tarsus. And he probably start his mission work. He went to where he's born. Where we read he's born in Tarsus, Act 22, verse 3. So what Jesus he tell about teaching, Saul he go to Gentile, to go to different. So Jesus, Matthew 28, verse 19, 20. Go with me, brother, sister, to Matthew 28, verse 19 to 20. He say, go, therefore, and make disciples of all nations. Teach him. And who is believe my name? Baptism. So this, the work to Saul, he go to everywhere. He no back to Damascus. He no stay in Jerusalem. He went to Tarsus, far away. So, brother, sister, here, Saul was chosen, preach that Jesus is the Son of God. We have been chosen too to the same work too. Of course, in different way. But God, He know which way we can do it. Jesus and God, He know who's his. He read the Bible. He believe the Bible. He can teach. He can do. My idea here, we Christadelphian, we read the Bible every day. We study. We read whole years, every year's whole years, we read the New Testament 2 times and Old Testament 1 time. This is what you mean. We know everything about Bible. We believe a Bible, not the same different church. This is why we can teach, not, I don't say go to missionary. We can teach neighbor, friend, at the work, just a few words, little word. We let God work. This is good for our ecclesia. We family, we love Jesus and his Christ. And we have to listen to Jesus what he say. For Matthew 13, verse 31 to 32. Jesus, he talking about the master thief. Go, brother, sister, with me to Matthew 13, verse 31 to 32. Jesus, he said, the kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed that a man took and sowed in his field. It is the smallest of all seed, but when it has grown, it is larger than all the garden plant and becomes a tree. Small seeds becoming big tree, and all the bird, everybody have a shape enter. So now, brother, sister, I want to share with you some example for why small word or little word becoming believer, same as. First example is a brother James Hand and the family, and here and at Christadelphian Church. James Hand, he tell me, someone who was working with him invited him to the Bible seminar at Thousand Oaks meeting. After the seminar was done, they, him and the wife, continue Bible class with Brother Tom for 6 months. After that, they decide, want to continue. And he's not ready. And he said, he will tell me, I'm not ready for the Bible knowledge of the Christadelphian lifestyle. So he left. And after 3 years, he could connect with the brother Greg and the brother Tom. And he went back to Bible class. By 2 months later, he and his wife got baptized. Look, brother, sister, a few words, we have a family here. Brother Hand and his family, wife and kids. And we are blessed to have them with us. The second example, brother, sister, is Simone and Monica. A couple from New Zealand went to Tonga and a mission. They come to Monica's work looking for a room to rent to run a Bible seminar in the evening, because the seminar will be after hour. They need someone lock a door after done every day. So Monica stay and listen to the seminar. And Monica, you want to house and share with Simone every day what this brother and sister talking about Bible. She said he's talking true. These people, he's talking true about the Bible. He teach good. So after the seminar was done, they start Bible class every Friday for 2 years. And Monica and Simone got baptized in 2014. And now they are here with their kids. That is a blessing. It's blessing. Few words, he come in, believer, same as. Now, brother, sister, I'm talking about myself. I have loved my God since I was young. I went to monastery to study, so I can be a priest. I realized that they do not teach what the Bible says. I was sad. I'm really sad. I go to study, but he not said what I believe. What I read the Bible, I don't read the same you after I'm coming baptism. You tell me read 2 times Old Testament, 1 time, I read it from beginning to end. A year, sometimes I read it maybe 5, 10, I don't know. I read it. My beautiful wife, she see me, what she met me. I read. Just read what I'm try to sleep, I'm sleep. So I believe God only one. And Jesus is the Son of God. And Holy Spirit is a power. So I left the Catholic Church and coming to America. I went to different churches to see which one teach what the Bible say. Suddenly, I found no one. I know. I go a lot every Sunday. Any church, where I see church, I go enter to hear. No one teach one. Until I met my beautiful wife, Norma. So this is a funny part. Everybody will go date, go hey. He go to restaurant. Our first date was going to Reseda meeting. Okay, thank you. Yes, it's funny. So I'm happy. I hear what brother said, and everybody he said son and reading, but what he's done, I'm very sad too. I look into my wife. I tell she's not my wife before. I tell her, I want to ask you something. I'm a Christian. Why not give you one bread? She said, we have a root here. You have to be study here and you have to baptism after we give you. So I wait in a few minutes after I said, okay, I want to ask you something before I start the car. We are inside the car. I tell myself, if she don't answer good, I take it out the car. I leave it, somebody take it to home. So I ask her, what you believe, and you choose what you believe. And I'm a surprise. She told me, we believe one God, and Jesus is the Son of God. And Holy Spirit worked. I said, I'm done. I found what I need. So after she sent me here to Verdugo Hills, my lovely church, and she was going to Hispanic meeting. Here, Brother David Carlister and Brother Dennis and Brother Bob Louis and Brother Peter and another brother, he teach me about Bible. So almost 1 year, I got baptized. And you see, my brother and sister, I'm here. My wife, my little one here. We have a bless at church. So, brother, sister, all of us, James, Simon, myself, become a believer from here, a little word from someone who preached to us directly or not directly. A tiny word, just like the mustard seeds, which become a big tree. And our family are here with us, growing together in that true. Brother, sister, follow me to Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7 and 8. Jeremiah, he said, blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord. Whose trust in the Lord, he is like a tree planted by water. And same what Jeremiah say, same David in Psalm 1 verse 3. He said, go with me to Psalm 1 verse 3, brother, sister. And he say, he is like a tree planted by river. So, brother, sister, this is why Old Testament he say. And as I said before, we are being chosen just like Paul to preach the true, which is that Jesus is the Son of God. So, and every Sunday that we eat the bread and we drink the wine, we remember Son of God, Jesus, who died from us, and he is alive now, forever and ever. We believe this. And so we can feel the forgiveness. We feel happy. We feel blessed. We can say just a few words to someone around us. A few little words, but powerful. Work like Jesus is the Son of God. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Christadelphian Talks podcast. We hope this talk helped you in your walk. If you would like to hear more, please subscribe for new episodes and leave a review in Apple Podcast or whichever service you are using to help more people find the show when they search for it. If you enjoyed this particular talk, please share it with someone who you think might enjoy it as well. For show notes on the talk you just listened to, visit our show page at anchor.fm/GCT or check the show notes section of your podcast player. Please share your thoughts on the talk from this week on our Facebook or Instagram pages, where we are at Good Christadelphian Talks, on Twitter, where we are at GCT_podcast, or leave a comment on our YouTube channel where these talks are posted as well. If you know of a great talk, we want to know about it too. Send a suggestion to our email at GoodChristadelphianTalks@gmail.com or message us on any of our social media accounts. Thank you for listening. God bless, and talk to you next week.